A legendary female figure in Egyptian times may be just that, as a historian believes that Merit Ptah, the famous physician, did not exist. According to Science Alert, Merit Ptah is said to have lived around 5,000 years ago and is known as the first woman known by name in the history of science. She largely gained her notoriety in a 1938 book called A History of Women in Medicine by Canadian feminist and Dr. Kate Campbell Hurd-mead. Hurd-mead wrote that Merit Ptah was the first woman doctor of the Old Kingdom back around 2730 BC. However, research carried out by Jakob Kwasinski, a medical historian at the University of Colorado Anschutz, says this female pioneer is a myth. While Kwasinski acknowledges that women doctors were part of ancient Egypt, he says that Hurd-mead had a mix-up in her writings. She writes that Merit Ptah was buried in the Valley of the King's Tomb after practicing medicine around 2730 BC. Science Alert reports that Kwasinski wrote that the Valley of the King's Tomb was not used by Egyptians until 1,000 years later, and there is no record of a doctor named Merit Ptah. He adds that Hurd-mead had a book in her collection that described a female as the overseer of women physicians around 2400 BC. Kwasinski says that person was Pesachet, but in Hurd-mead's reference book, she was unnamed. The researcher believes that Hurd-mead confused the names and dates in her writing, emphasizing that while Merit Ptah didn't exist as we know her, Kwasinski did write that as a symbol, quote, she is a genuine hero of the modern feminist struggle.